Jason Nichol. State your name and address, please.
Jason Nichol, Executive Director of the Youth Service Bureau, 330 Grove Street in DeKalb. I'll make it brief. I spoke at the last two meetings as well. I'm going to start off by saying I'm sort of perplexed by the analogy that you used comparing us to an SUV. I think at the end of the year, if I had $5,000 in the bank account and I needed to provide care for my child or safety for any of us or food, I would be spending the money on that. I don't think in our entire life would we ever consider human services a luxury SUV by comparison. So with that said, I'll continue on with what I originally came here for. The truth be told, I've been racking my brain, as many others have been doing also, trying to think of the magical thing to say to get you guys to change your minds. Over the past several weeks, we've defended our value to this community. We've shown up in large numbers, given testimonials, and tried what feels like everything under the sun to reverse this decision to cut human service funding. Honestly, you can't blame us for fighting it all the way. We represent the voice of the community, and so that cause is absolutely worth fighting for. I understand that you may not be in a position to fully fund human services this year. This being my first year as the director at YSB, I'm receiving a crash course in budgeting during difficult times and know what belt-tightening is all about. As Mickey said, the city's proposed cuts are not intended to cut programming. I've heard you say this, and I do fully understand. However, these cuts do cause distress and potential harm to the services provided to the community's most vulnerable people, including the elderly, children, and the disabled. These are not people that have a contingency plan or the ability to turn elsewhere for help that they need or $5,000 extra in the bank. I'm here tonight to let you know that I do not support cuts to the vital human service programs in DeKalb. To cut to the chase, I'm asking that the funding cuts stop here. We are requesting to be part of a proactive approach to resolution over the next year so that human service funding is not phased out and, if at all possible, can be reinstated fully. I'm asking you to care more about who the city of DeKalb is becoming should it continue to send the message that funding for services for its children, its elderly, and its disabled are not valued. In fact, they're expendable. Thank you.
Thank you, Jason.